Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on live stream music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming in today, you're very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Petra keyboard player John Lawry. And through his song Stars in the Night, we looked at how we can make a difference in our small part of the world. So I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1912, although there's some debate about this guy's years of birth, but they went back to the census records and worked out it was 1912, 1917, 1920, but 1912 seemed to be the year he was born. Tooele, Mississippi. This guy was the youngest of 11, and he was the son of a sharecropper and a Baptist minister, and he actually was homeschooled as a kid. One of the youngest of 11. Just imagine that. The only thing they were allowed to listen to was church music, and but there was a bit of a family breakdown. And when his mother remarried William Moore, he was exposed, because William was a bit of a blues singer. He was exposed to blues guitar in particular. In fact, it was Tony Hollins who actually taught him to play and gave him his first guitar. The guy we're talking about is John Lee Hooker. Now, John Lee, actually at the age of 14, ran away, and he ran away to Memphis, Tennessee, as we know how significant Memphis, Tennessee is as a music center of the United States. And he was involved in performing on the iconic Bill Street. And he was also working in a number of factories, including the Ford Motor Company in 1943 in Detroit. It was around that time that he frequented many of the bars around the place. And around that sort of period, everyone was playing the piano. John Lee was playing guitar, and that was a little bit scarce, and because of that, he got a bit of a following. John Lee Hooker started recording in 1948, but it was at that time he was actually a cleaner, but he actually did record in 1948, and we got a live version of Boogie Chillin, which is considered one of his first recordings he ever actually did. And so it's great to see a live version here with Eric Clapton and the Rolling Stones, and how cool that that Charlie Watts is playing the drums here as well. Pretty cool. This song's very significant. It's got in the top 500 songs of all time. So very significant song indeed. John Lee, despite being illiterate, he was a prolific lyricist. He could just write lyrics at the drop of a hat. But when he recorded, he didn't really ever play to a standard beat. It made it very hard to back him. So he ended up just doing most of the stuff himself. In 1962, he toured Europe, and there was a couple of songs that were released around that time. We got Dimples. We got the official clip on that one. And Dimples is all about just noticing those small things about your partner. You know, the way she looks, obviously, the way she looks at you, the way she flutters her eyelids at you, the way she's just so graceful with her hands. You know, when her hands just pick things up, there's just a grace about them. And you think, wow, she's just like, everything is just about the way she walks, the way she smiles at you, the way she does her hair, the way she puts highlights in her face, the way that she blows you away when she wears just something absolutely stunning. You think, wow, this girl's absolutely amazing. It can be overwhelming at times, can't it? When you just see this girl and you see her and you're just overwhelmed by her. It could be the other way around, you know, the girl looking at a guy thinking, wow, isn't he? He's pretty amazing. And make sure, instead of just noticing, actually just make sure you tell them as well. Don't tell them everything. One of those things you just kind of notice to think, wow, you just looked amazing tonight. And you want to be able to share those moments with somebody, because you know what? They're doing them for you. They just want to let you know that they're dressing up for you. They're wanting to make you feel good as well as themselves feeling good. Smells is the other one, you know. One of the things I've learned lately about aftershave. It's one of those things that, you know, you put on now. Gel in the hair is another thing that you do. Just those little things, just to tweak things, just to let the other person know that you'll do anything for them. Leaving the little things out that you do, making little changes here and there, just to enable the person to know that you're thinking about them in the small things. Because you know what? That's relationships are all about them. It's about the small things. Every now and then there might be big things that we do, but it's about the small things. And we want to notice those small things, because you know what? It's in those little tweaks that we do where, which can really make a big difference, not just for our relationship, but almost for us individually as well. So dimples, in dimples, it's like when you smile, there's dimples. We're just noticing those cute little things that our partner does, and that can really just are happy that we're part of this relationship, and really happy that person's in our lives. And as I've said already, not just in the big things, but in the little things. Don't let anything go unnoticed, because you know what? It's all of that person is that makes them who they are. So Dimples is just a beautiful song. When you add the whole, John Lee Hooker blues riff in there, it's just a really iconic song, and you get into the groove of things, don't you? And want a relationship to be easy and cool and calm and all this sort of thing. So Dimples, absolutely beautiful song. Dimples actually became quite successful in the UK a few years after it's first released. We've also got the song Boom Boom. Now in 1989, even though this song came out in the 60s, John Lee Hooker came back with the Blues Brothers movie in 1989. Now, if you haven't seen the Blues Brothers, oh my God, you've got to see it. It's absolutely amazing song in amazing movie in many ways, and I think to be able to have these iconic blues artists all in one place is pretty cool. So we got the clip from the Blues Brothers, Boom Boom. Now John Lee Hooker, Rhythm Blues Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and we got a live clip of that induction, including the song In the Mood with Bonnie Raitt. So I thought I'd just put that one in there. Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. He's actually received 5 other Grammy Awards as well. Hollywood Walk of Fame, Mississippi Music Hall of Fame, and between 1959 and 1998, 10 studio albums, estimated to have sold about 1 million albums. Now, John Lee's no longer with us, but he well and truly has left his mark and his legacy, particularly in the blues genre, in this collaborative thing called music. So it's great to give this legend a bit of a go today. So the links to those 4 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from John Lawry, so if you want to recap on him, feel free. Well, if you come back for another one, or this is your first time to Life Reflections through Music, thank you to everybody for coming here. Hey, I have a video that's pushing close to 1,000 views. This is the first one I've ever had that's got this far. John Farnham help. So thank you for your support there. Given I've only got 95 subscribers, I shouldn't say only, by the way. You guys are all significant, as I've said many times before. You actually are really important. 95 subscribers, but 1,000 views, so I don't know how that works. Obviously, YouTube decided to be friends with me after that particular video. And so 1,000 views, pretty cool. Next time, we're going to get on to Joe Walsh. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.